I got bad news for everybody who wants Donald Trump out of office before his first term is up. I don't think it's gonna happen, dog. I'm sorry, I hate to tell y'all that. But reality is, this man has weathered so many controversies, most of which he created on his own. But he's weathered all this shit, okay? I mean, if you go back to the campaign, grabbing women by the pussy, calling Mexicans rapists, saying all types of stuff about Islam. I mean, you name it. This guy, he said the woman had, blood coming out of her eyes. But dude still got elected, okay? And now since he's gotten in office, it's been one thing after another. From shitholes to feuding with NFL players to feuding with Gold Star mothers and wives. I mean, look, the guy is basically Teflon proof. He's Teflon, okay? He is, okay? So a lot of people are putting all their hope into Mueller coming back with a conviction. That's possible. It's still out there. But one thing that actually came up about a week or so ago was this allegation that Donald Trump had an affair with a porn star named Stormy Daniels and paid her $130,000 to go away just before the election. Now, this affair took place over a decade ago. Apparently, Stormy Daniels gave an interview with In Touch magazine around 2011 that was corroborated by a bunch of people. It ended up going nowhere. And then just before the election, In Touch got a new editor. That person was going to run the story. And then when they got light of it, basically, the Trump campaign paid the woman off basically to go away, sign an NDA, and basically say this never happened. And that's what happened. I mean, that's pretty much it. So you would think in this environment, with conservatives supposedly caring about, family values and all that shit, that a guy who allegedly had an affair with a woman while his wife was pregnant with their first child, less than a year after they were married, you would like to think that that would be something that disqualifies this guy. But has that happened? Nope. You got conservative groups and people like Tony Perkins. Let's talk about this guy. Tony Perkins, as you guys know, head of Family Research Council, super evangelical. I mean, he is the head of the evangelicals. And basically the day he came out and he was asked, hey, what do you think about Donald Trump possibly paying off this porn star to go away? And he said, and I quote, hey, you give him a mulligan. You get a do-over here. Basically, he doesn't give a fuck, okay? I mean, that's pretty much what this boils down to. Conservatives really do not care about morality or anything of that sort as long as you agree with, abortion. As long as you agree with outlawing abortion and you put, a judge on the Supreme Court that can do that, namely Neil Gorsuch, that's pretty much the end of it. So Donald Trump could probably kill a toddler. He could. I think he could get away with killing a toddler. He could kill a toddler, but since that kid was actually born, conservatives really wouldn't care. I mean, how else do you want to look at this? Okay, I don't see any other way that you can spin this. This guy, again, had sex with a porn star for several months, by the way. Paid the woman off right before the election. And, conservatives basically just look the other way. They don't care, okay? It's not Obama. It's the guy who's on their team. He can pretty much do whatever he wants. And if you remember, I think a few years ago, Donald Trump actually said himself he could go into the middle of Times Square and gun a man down and he would still be supported by his base. I think he's proven those people right.